singles released by my next guest all reached the top 5 in the Billboard charts, which is a record for a solo artist. Richard Marx.
Richard Marx.
Richard Marx.
For my money, he's always been the funniest of all the Marx Brothers.
Kanye raps, I impregnated your mouth, girl. Ooh.
Kanye West ripped me off. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here impregnating your mouth, girl. Ooh.
What inspired you to change your hair?
What inspired me to change my hair?
Yeah, what inspired you, buddy?
Constant abuse.
The fall of 1988, a young Liz Lemon enters the University of Maryland. Richard Marx' haircut.
Don't you know? I won't give up until I'm satisfied. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Hold on to the night.
You have any desire for Natalie Merchant's Tiger Lily?
No.
Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill?
No.
Richard Marx, Hold On to the Night?
Yes! Yeah, no, I'm out. I mean, if you're giving stuff away, yeah, sure.
Should've known better. I remember how you loved me. Take my heart. I keep coming back. Angelia, the way she loved me, the children of the night. I swear I left her by the river, now and forever.
So you're a songwriter, a performer, but also a producer. And as I mentioned, you've produced for some pretty phenomenal artists.
Yeah. The wide range of music I've been able to be a part of as a songwriter and as a producer is so amazing.
A hit record when you write it?
I'm so blessed, you know, that there have been quite a few hits, but every time I go, really?
It's
awesome.
Someday, baby, you and I are gonna be the ones, so hold on.
You've written for Josh Groban, Barbara Streisand, Kenny Rogers, Hugh Jackman.
He's, to me, an inspiration, not only as a musician and performer. I wouldn't have done my one-man show without him.
Dance with my father.
And the Grammy goes to Richard Marx and Luther Vandross for Dance with My Father.
That guy has written more hit songs for more people.
Man, you don't slow down, do you?
I try not to.
It's gonna be a long, hot summer. We should be together.
Last year, he co-wrote the #1 country song, Long Hot Summer, which gave him the distinction of having 4 decades of #1 hits. Isn't that incredible?
How do you make certain that you remain true to yourself?
You remain true to yourself by just doing the music that you believe in every step of the way. And I believe that my best songwriting's ahead of me.
Good afternoon and welcome to a very special episode of Music Buzz with the one and only Mr. Richard Marx. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yes, well, I can't even express how excited I am to see you, my musical childhood hero.
You know, everybody has said something like that since I got here, and it just makes me feel so old. No, it makes me feel really good. That's very nice.
Okay, I think we'll get down to our questions. You know, when you were approached to perform in Bangladesh by Cranes, did you have the slightest inclination about your fan following in Bangladesh?
No, I mean, I guess I wasn't completely shocked because I have toured, you know, I've toured in India and I've toured, you know, in Sri Lanka, and Not to say that I'm lumping you guys in together, but it's always a little bit like, Bangladesh, really? They've heard of me in Bangladesh? And as soon as we put the show up on sale, I started to see on my social media all these fans from Dhaka saying, we'll be there, we can't wait for you to come, and why is it taking you so long? I've actually been asking about playing here for years. I'm glad we finally worked it out.
So hope this is not going to be your last.
No, absolutely not.
That's fantastic. I want to ask you some. Both your parents were musicians.
Yeah.
Did that really help you in your musical career, or did you face more challenges because of that?
Well, I mean, it was a great help because it was, I had, especially with my father, who was a composer, producer, arranger, musician. He was also, more importantly, a man who was a musician who ran his own business. So he really taught me very young that it's a business. And so many musicians that I know that have had great success, they don't pay attention to the business part of it. They only worry about the music. And you really kind of have to do both. My father was a great teacher about that. And my mom was just a great singer. So any talent I have to carry a tune, I got from her. As brilliant as my father was in so many different ways, could not sing. The worst singer you've ever heard. Like, the worst. But my mom's a great singer, so I guess whatever talent I have as a singer, I definitely get from her.
You have collaborated with many famous artists on and off stage. So could you please share maybe one or two favorite memories, maybe one with any of them?
Oh, there's just so many. I've gotten to work with so many incredible people, and almost all of them have been nothing but really pleasurable experiences, and in addition to that, Luther Vandross, who was one of my best friends, and I'm going to do that song, Dance with My Father, tonight in the show. In Sync was great to work with, And then there's some people that I've ended up working with repeatedly. Keith Urban, the country singer, and I, we've written 3 of his biggest hits together. We've performed together on stage, and I think we really connect well musically. I haven't worked with him for a few years, but it's just usually a matter of time before we circle back to each other. And Keith is, I have great respect for Keith's talent certainly as a performer and as a musician. And then there are people like these legendary people, like Barbra Streisand. Barbra Streisand just had a really fun birthday party in Malibu that she invited my wife Daisy and me to, and we're always talking about working together again. I've worked with her a couple of times. So I mean, and there's just so many people. I've worked with a lot of really amazing people.
What made you write a song about a fictional murder? I mean, I'm talking about Hazard.
Yeah.
And who actually killed Mary?
Dude, there's no answer to that question.
I mean, was it just to connect with the fans? Did you make the video just to connect with the fans?
No, we just made a little sort of. I think that's the closest thing to a short film that I ever made. The director was an independent filmmaker named Michael Hausman, and so we wanted the video to be as ambiguous as the song, because there's really no answer in the song. And there's really no answer in the video as to how this girl was killed. I got to tell you though, when I wrote that song, it was really more of an experiment. The music came to me very easily, but I wanted to write a different kind of song than I'd ever written before. And I really, truly, at the time, thought it was really stupid. Just, I liked it as a piece of work, as a song. But the last thing in the world I thought was that it would become a hit. And it became a hit all over the world.
It was one of the best compositions of that time.
Well, yeah, thank you so much. And I still get a ton of compliments about it. And I'm not being coy. When I wrote the song, I thought, oh, I'm going to write an unsolved mystery. So I never even formed an opinion about.
Okay, thank you so much. In one of your famous interviews with Howard Stern, you said something like, ballads are the smallest part of what you do, and you also enjoy making rock and roll music. So now after 24 years, would you say the same thing about your music?
Yeah, I mean, I know that I'm known for these love songs and ballads, but that was at least partly due to the record company at the time realizing that, oh, when we put out the ballads, they've become the biggest of, and that's kind of true of a lot of rock artists, you know, from Bryan Adams, who's played here, to Journey, to, you know, a lot of rock artists, the biggest hits are ballads for whatever reason. But the ballads do technically make up the smallest part of what I've written and recorded. You know, there's a lot more songs that I've written and recorded that are up-tempo. Right. And some of those have been big hits too, but internationally it's the ballads, it's Right Here Waiting, Now and Forever. Those songs have become, you know, the biggest hits. All
right. So thank you very much.
My
it was
pleasure.
Wonderful to have you on our show.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yes, likewise. I mean, I'm so just, I can't express. I mean, I'm trying to dress like you. I mean, a lot of music videos.
You look sharp, man.
I see you wear, you know, vests in a lot of music videos, so that's what I just...
And lastly, if you have anything to say to our Bangladeshi fans.
I can't wait to go play. It's literally, we're counting down. I'm going to go out there in about 30 minutes.
Thank you once again. It was wonderful having you on our show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you had a wonderful time. We did. We certainly did. And hope to see you tomorrow again on Music Buzz. Bye.
Something that took us by surprise. Promises delayed, love that is real but in disguise. What happens now? Do we break another rule? That our love is played before. I don't know how to stop feeling this way. Hold on to the line, baby. Hold on to the line. Hey!
pianist, drummer. I was with her.